Hello, I am Peyton Boyle, and this is Tornadoes and How to Stay Safe. I will never forget where I was when the tornadoes touched down in Washington, D.C. a few years ago. For me, I was at a friend's house, experiencing the hardest rainfall I'd ever seen and the loudest thunder I'd ever heard. But the best part was running to the neighbors in a panic when the sirens went off because the house that I was in just didn't have a basement. Luckily for me, we all made it. But for many, these tornadoes changed the way that they thought about the storms, as many were left homeless and had their lives destroyed in a matter of seconds. In everyday life, especially where I am in Illinois, we are accustomed to these severe storms that can cause these horrifying feats of nature that are tornadoes. As someone that is fascinated by weather and is currently taking a weather and climate class to learn more about the subject, I am very interested in tornadoes and what causes them. To fully grasp the extent of these wind cyclones, it is important to specifically learn what a tornado is and how it forms, how much damage a single tornado can produce, as well as the cost it costs the United States, and lastly, we will cover the ways to protect you and your loved ones from a tornado. So let's start about talking about what a tornado is. So what exactly is a tornado? Well, according to the NSSL, a tornado is a narrow column of rotating air that extends from a thunderstorm to the ground. Usually air can't be seen, but since these columns are formed of condensation, which is also water vapor, debris, and dirt, it allows it to be seen. The basic concept of a tornado is just spinning air. The air is caused to spin by winds moving different speeds and directions and at different altitudes. This all means nothing though unless there's spinning air at the ground. So how does a tornado rotate? Well, as gusts of warm air rise and cold air falls, this causes the air near the ground to spin, and as it spins closer to its axis of rotation, it gets faster. So if you're spinning in an office chair and you pull your legs and arms in, you're going to go faster because there's less drag and resistance. It's the same way as a tornado. So most tornadoes form in a supercell storm, which are extremely powerful thunderstorms that can produce a tornado. Usually with these storms, you get a lot of hail, pouring rain, high winds, and a lot of lightning. So now that we have learned what a tornado is and how it is formed, we can talk about how much damage they actually cause. So tornadoes can be some of the most expensive and deadly natural disasters. According to the NSSL, there are about 1,200 tornadoes that hit the U.S. annually. Most of these occur in Tornado Alley, which is an area across the plainlands of the U.S. which extends to eastern Colorado to parts of Florida. Tornadoes cause varying amounts of damage. The National Weather Service states the average tornado's path measures 1 to 2 miles in length and about 50 meters across, which is about 150 feet. All tornadoes produce damage, but the most violent ones can cause cars to become airborne, they can rip homes to shreds, and cause flying debris to become lethal missiles. Debris is one of the most dangerous threats in a tornado for humans, which is kind of weird. You think it'd be the actual tornado. Tornadoes are grouped together by the extended Fujita scale, or the EF scale. This scale is based on the tornado's damage rating, with 0 being the lowest, 5 being trees uprooted, buildings leveled, and cars destroyed. A good example of an EF5 tornado is the Joplin tornado of 2011. This is an EF5 tornado that leveled almost the entire city of Joplin and killed 153 people. All this destruction is very expensive. In 2018, insured losses from tornadoes totaled $14.1 billion, and yes, that's billion with a B. In 2018, or in 2019, only the hurricane outbid the tornado by 500K, 11.23 to 11.28 billion dollars. Since you can understand now the deadly destructive force of a tornado, let's look at how to stay safe and prepare. So, preparation is key with these storms. Staying prepared, having a plan, and taking the necessary precautions are essential if you want to stay safe in these storms. Radio.gov, which is the official website of the National Homeland Security of the United States, outlines the safety guidelines we should all follow for these cyclones. Before these cyclones, you should know your risk, know your tornado risk, watch the weather report, know the signs, which is rotating and funnel clouds, and practice getting to and identifying a shelter. During one of these storms, if preparation beforehand is not an option, Find an interior room away from windows, doors, and outside walls, a low area. Nope, not a bridge, and watch for flying debris. Use your hands and arms to protect your head and neck from the debris. After one of these deadly storms, you still need to take precautions. You need to keep listening to weather stations to get updates, and if you're trapped, you need to cover your mouth and not breathe in dust. Try to send a text, bang on a pipe, or whistle instead of shouting, because shouting is one of the worst things that you can do. It uses up a lot of oxygen. You need to stay away from down power lines and damaged buildings. Save your phone batteries for emergencies, because chances are phone lines are going to be down, so you're not going to be able to call anyways. In conclusion, the Midwest region of the United States is known for harsh winters and tornadoes. Today I covered how tornadoes cost billions of dollars to repair, are one of the most dangerous weather threats we face on a yearly basis, but specifically how tornadoes form, how much damage they cause, and how to protect yourself. Being prepared to handle one of these circumstances is of the utmost importance, because tornadoes can happen in the blink of an eye. It takes only 1 second for this superpower to level a city. So please, be safe and be prepared, because sometimes when you're looking down the barrel of a tornado, you don't have time to think. Thank you.